Antonio Manuel de Vilhena, the Grand Master of Malta, one of the first to mint his own coin. They were rather short-lived, unfortunately. 12 zucchini, first ever minted. This was part of Father's original collection. He won it at an auction in Barcelona the same year I was born. this can't be right, Matthias. Murder? Impossible.
Good thing we helped him escape. Now focus, Sherry. Let's remember how we did it.
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes? Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
This area is restricted.
May I ask you something?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
May I ask you something?
Nothing I can tell you, sir, but others might know more.
May I ask for your assistance?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Is this familiar to you?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
May I ask for your assistance?
A solid question, sir, but I don't have the answer.
Could you help me?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Is this familiar to you?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Any progress with the case, Mr. Holmes?
Is this familiar to you?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Could you help me?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
We snuck in when the archives were empty and found something on the archivist's table.
A top-secret map of catacombs beneath the prison, allowing us to rescue Matthias.
No, that's not right. It was something else. Let me focus on it. Ah, of course. It was the shift schedule. We wanted to know which officer was on prison duty that day.
Ah, that's not how I remember it. Or maybe... Yes. We went to find the officer's desk. That's where the map was.
We waited until no one was around, then searched the desk. You were on lookout, John.
Do you recall what we found here?
A half-eaten tuna sandwich. It was carefully wrapped in a hand-stitched kerchief. You almost took a bite, John. There was a chain of keys. We found something here, John, and something else. It was a police billy club, new, but already stained with blood.
What's important is that we found keys. By my memory, we crept to the prison cells immediately. Let's go.
I remember a book with wax stains damaged by humidity. The officer used it to keep him company during long prison shifts.
What a long day.
Guards were lazy. Knowing their shift schedule, it was easy to sneak past them and find the right cell.
Yes, and with the keys and map in hand, we busted out Matthias and escaped through the catacombs.
John, no, that's not what happened. Let me remember. It was dark. His cell smelt of decay and excrement. I remember calling for him, but Matthias did not answer, so I walked inside. I saw a shape. It was moving just barely. I remember seeing his familiar yellow jacket, now torn and covered in strange brown splotches. I saw his legs twisted at an impossible angle. Then someone called to me from the door. It was an officer. He didn't yell when he saw me. Understood it at a glance. He took me outside, told me to forget what I saw. In a way, I did.
Sherry, Come outside. We should take a photo of the cell. I know you want to remember the truth.
Rest easy, Matthias. John, I must find that loathsome mutton shunter Mitchell. I will find him. Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Help me, please.
Oh, I don't know about that. Ask one of the others.
Excuse me, just one question.
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Time to check your who, what, and what, Sherry. Who are you asking? About what, and dressed as what?
It's not fair. He deserved worse.
And Matthias deserved better. There is a lot of injustice in the world, Sherry. Your skills could make a difference for others like him.
May I ask for your assistance?
I don't think I'm rich enough to talk to you, sir.
Bakın kim buradaymış.
Could you help me?
Do you know, I'd rather bite a snake than talk to you.
I'm having deja vu. This house seems so familiar.
Greetings. Would you be here about my violin by any chance?
I am. I saw from your posters that it was stolen. The name is Sherlock Holmes.
Very pleased to meet you, Mr. Holmes. I'm Anthony Jones. But by the sounds of it, you haven't seen my instrument, alas. But if there's anything you can do to help locate it, I'd be most glad.
Just tell me exactly what happened. How was your violin stolen?
Some needy soul broke into my home while I was out. The only thing of value they took was the instrument.
Did you report the theft to the police?
I did, but they dismissed it as petty theft. Don't get me wrong, I don't blame them. They certainly have more important matters to deal with.
It would be another crime if I let some petty thief get away with your beloved violin. Let me help you find it.
Oh, thank you very much. I cannot tell you how grateful I am. Oh, come inside, I'll show you everything. Feel free to look around.
The door was kicked in. The thief left the bow. I suppose he prefers pizzicato. The jagged bottle reeks of cheap whiskey. The scrap of fabric is covered in white stains. Clumsy of a thief to cut himself on the glass he just broke. An utterly useless theft deterrent for a glass display case. Nothing was taken except for the violin. How odd. These are intricate pieces of music, quite beautiful if my sight reading holds true. I see you've received many accolades.
Ah, those are from a long time ago. I used to perform a lot in my youth. Anything else you'd like to know?
You weren't here when the burglary happened, correct?
I was tending to my wife's grave at the cemetery. I was only gone a few hours and locked the door before leaving.
Does anyone else live here?
No. My dear Emily died long ago. And God never blessed us with children. I used to give music lessons, but nobody visits me anymore.
Fresh fruit. Freshy, fleshy, fresh. Fresh fruit. Freshy, fleshy, fresh. Freshy, fleshy, fresh. Fresh fruit. Freshy, fleshy, fresh.
The trail stops here among the waste.
Hello, sir. Would you like some fruit? Fresh from the orchard?
I'm not hungry, but I'm looking for a violin that was stolen. Any chance you saw someone with one?
Oh, yes, I did. It was sailors, sir. And they were very good customers. They ate lots of fruit and said that my donkey looks like their friend. A Lieutenant Sean.
A lieutenant. Did you see where they went?
No, sorry, sir. I was helping other buyers. Oh, and sir, the sailors also took my donkey. So I guess they weren't very good customers. They promised to return him, but they didn't come back. My father will kill me if he finds out. So I'm still waiting here for them.
Do you know Anthony Jones, the musician? He lives nearby.
Of course. Mr. Jones is very kind. He never barters. Funny you ask.
I'm yet to crack a smile, so pray tell.
Well, the first time they came by, the sailors mentioned something about music, so I told them Mr. Jones can teach them how to play. Wait, so what is his violin? Oh.
You couldn't have known they would steal from the old man. Fortunately, you made up for it with your testimony. I'll find them and your donkey soon enough. Stay put. Someone must have seen where they took it. It's a donkey, for heaven's sake. Is this familiar to you?
Sorry, I'm busy, trying to ignore a sheep in wolf's clothing.
The donkey was being stubborn, but so were they.
There we are. The first lead in our asinine chase. One of them lost his cap. One of them lost his cap. They certainly bought a lot of fruit from the boy. Fear of scurvy, perhaps?
A pile of dung. An act of defiance. I hope it got on their shoe.
Do you know anything about this?
I can't help you with this investigation. Sorry.
Excuse me, just one question.
I am not in the habit of cooperating with the authorities.
Oh, this must be Lieutenant Sean. The sailors couldn't get him inside the tavern.
Don't forget to point the boy to his donkey on our way back.
Good grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there. Good grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there. Good grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there. Good grief, those drunks are wreaking havoc in there.